Hi, everyone. So, what if we wish to change our belief systems? Can this actually happen? Or what if we just want to change something in our lives? Why do we need then to, if you've been watching this week, why do we need to change our belief systems in order to make changes in our lives? So, very often at what we call January, people decide, I want to make these changes in my life, I'm going to make these changes in my life, and they do not succeed. Maybe they do for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Why is this? Because they have not changed their belief systems. If we wish to make real changes in our lives, and I mean transformation that lasts, we must change the belief systems that created whatever it is we wish to change in the first place. So we cannot have one belief system, change what we're doing, and without changing the belief system. In other words, the belief system leads to certain consequences, to certain things in our lives. And in order to change that consequence, we have to change the belief system that got us there in the first place. So, why? Because our belief system has such momentum, it has frequency. I have said, and if you've been watching this, you know that I think very strongly that if most of our belief systems are not our own, and I've seen it with myself, and I've seen it with other people with whom I coach. My clients are really my best models of how changing our belief systems will assist us to create the changes we wish in our lives. So the first thing we need to do is look at the belief systems that got us there. If this is the chart of vibrational frequencies, in order to change something, we have to change the vibrational frequency that got us there in the first place. So if you want to develop more courage, you have to become empowered. Now, if you look at the colors, you'll see these are the colors of the chakras as well. And the one for suffering is below in the first chakra. That's because that is where our family ties and the roots exist. And so I'd like to quote my teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, and I've done so before here in some of these elegant raw tidbits. I quote him on constantly in my own brain, my own head, because this is one of my belief systems. And he was talking about the Buddha. And he was talking about how the Buddha was teaching his disciples that pain is inevitable. It is inevitable, but suffering is not. So what is suffering? Suffering is when we take pain and we bring it to an altar and we make a cake of it. We make a complete and total idol of it. When the pain becomes more important to us than releasing it. When holding on to the pain becomes part of our identity. When victimization becomes our identity. When we don't look at the source of the pain and release it and address it and embrace it and let it go. And this is not easy to do by any means. And I am aware of this because I have been there. However, if we don't wish to suffer, we have to release the pain. And especially the source of it. And the source is always our belief systems around it. It might be you saying to me, no, but this and this happened to me. But that's your belief system that this happened to you. You could have instead look at it and think, I had this experience. However, I no longer wish to have this experience. So I'm letting it go to the past where it belongs. I've been there. I've done that. I know it works. So instead of thinking, but all these outside forces, they're stronger than I am, they're more powerful. No, they are not. The power that we have internally is so magnificent. It is so strong. It is so profound that there are no external forces that can match it. I can match up myself against every external force, and I have done this. And because I did not believe that they were stronger than what existed inside of me, I did not let them overcome me. Maybe to a point I did. At the beginning, yes. But then I took my powers back and I left that into the past and I let it empower me now. So I've seen my clients do this too. I have worked with them to the most incredible, liberating degree and watched them just soar. And you know who you are if you're watching this. So I want to commend everyone here who's listening to this, who has risen above some conflict or some deep pain in their lives and have come here now, reached a place where they can say it's in the past. But what did you do to do that? You had to change the belief system around it. You had to let go of the pain so you would stop the suffering. It's in the suffering that we become disempowered. Let me put this chart up again. Look at this one with the suffering. What do you see there? Grief. Yes, some of us get stuck in grief. I'm not saying not to remember our loved ones or the people that we love so much and that we adored. Absolutely not. In fact, the opposite. But allow that to power you now. Allow the memory of them to power you. Celebrate them. Celebrate their presence in your life. Celebrate the time you had together. Celebrate the fact that they still exist within you. You might not see them, but energy is who we are. Everything in life is about energy, as so is our belief system. So the energy of our belief system will attract the energies that are prevalent or pervasive in our lives right now. If you do not like something, change the energy around it, change the belief system that you have about it. That is what's going to liberate you. That is where you will find your powers. The power that we have is in changing our belief systems, and I strongly recommend reading the book Man's Search for Meaning. Man's Search for Meaning. It's a very powerful book by Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl is one of my most beloved writers and lovers of humanity and livers of life. Viktor Frankl went through the Holocaust, and what incredible person this was, because he needed to look at his own belief systems and change them. My part that I loved so much, which has really fueled me a lot, are when the Nazis finally found him as a child and they'd taken away his parents and everyone else, and they came to get him, and he said, I will not hate you. You cannot make me hate you. So that's how powerful we are. Yes. And so I invite you today to look at your own belief systems that are creating the suffering in your life, that are creating the suffering for all of us externally. Everything we do not like externally, we have created by our own belief system. So the only way to undo it, change the belief system and therefore change the outcome. And that's my gift to you today. Please take it, do what you wish with it, and embrace it if you wish. Discard it for another time, or just discard it altogether if it's doesn't work for you, to make that shift. However, there's a huge shift happening right now on the planet, and we're all being invited to either partake in it or to live with the consequences. So I invite you to think about which path you wish to take, and whatever you decide to embrace it fully. Thank you for tuning in today. Please click on the subscribe button and the notification button and write your own comments below of what belief systems you wish to let go of, how you intend to do so, how you wish to do so, and why. Thank you for sharing yourself with me today. I look forward to more with you on these elegantly raw tidbits.